Hello guys, welcome to Surprise Package interview. Today we shall be interviewing Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate. But before we do that, let me allow my ex-girlfriend Sandra to entertain you guys. Sandra, what are you doing now? People are waiting.
You need to deal with that.
I'm very proud of this man.
Mr. Peter Obi, welcome to the show. Let me begin by asking you, as a former governor, why do you think Nigerians are not happy?
Nobody's happy when you don't know where the next meal will come from.
Okay. But wait, are you trying to say that the criminality going on everywhere in the country is because of hunger and poverty?
You can't have that number of people living in poverty and you won't have the level of criminality, banditry and everything that we have.
We need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi.
Peter Obi is the least qualified candidate.
We need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi.
Peter Obi is the least qualified candidate.
We need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi.
Peter Obi is the least qualified candidate.
We need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi.
Although personally I may agree with you, but Buhari's government gave a lot of excuses as to why there is still criminality in the land.
You can give any excuse, but that is the foundation.
But sincerely, Nigerians have really suffered from poverty and hunger. But why? Why is it like that?
And the reason why it's like that is because you're not a productive country.
I'm very proud of this man. I'm very proud of this man.
That's serious. So are you trying to say that Buhari's government have not been producing?
The only thing we do here is about sharing.
So quickly tell us, what will you do then when you get to Aso Rock?
You must remove it and remove that sharing formula with production formula.
That reminds me, Buhari is described as a borrowing president. President where they borrow well. I hope if you come, you continue from where he will stop, right?
If you borrow for consumption, that's where you have a problem. The reason why Nigerian debt looks very high and it looks difficult even to service it is that the money we borrowed have been thrown away. If that money was invested, it would have been a different thing.
Make I use pidgin ask you this question. We dey pay NEPA bill, we no dey see light. In fact, every day, because of that, we dey fight with NEPA people. We dey swear for them every day. Wetin you go do for this side now, when you become president? Wetin you go do to make sure say light dey?
We have up to over 12,000 installed capacity. But we don't have the transmission facility to move that. You don't have the distribution capacity to deal with it. You start with that.
Reno, Omokri, thank God you are here. You heard everything that Mr. Peter Obi said. So what can you personally say about his personality?
I just want to tell you, I'm with my friend here, Governor Peter Obi. We're in DC. We came in for the National Prayer Breakfast. But you see, I listened to this man. I listened to Governor Peter Obi. And, ex-Governor Peter Obi, the plans, the ideas, this man raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria. He raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria. Since he left office, can you believe that this man does not take anything, not even like a penny from the Anambra State government? And while he was there, he was a man that built up Anambra State. Anambra State used to be almost educationally disadvantaged. And then in less than 2 years, he brought them to be number one. He left that state with a reserve.
This man!
We need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi. I listened to him today and, I was taught, do we have fellows like this in Nigeria? I'm very proud of this man. I'm very proud of this man. I'm very proud of this man.
But right now we have a job being president of Nigeria. Several people have applied. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, Waziri Atiku Abubakar, Bola Tinubu, and Peter Obi. So we are grading them according to their qualifications. And according to their qualifications, Peter Obi is the least qualified candidate.
We need people like this. I'm so proud of Governor Obi. I listened to him today and I was touched. Like, do we have fellows like this in Nigeria? I'm very proud of this man. Look at everything that he has touched. He made money for himself in the private sector. He made money for Anambra State in government. Anambra State doesn't borrow money. Are you aware of that? These bailout funds that the current administration is giving states, Anambra State, he left enough for Anambra State. I'm very proud of this man.
He himself had said that it's not about the number of certificates you boast of. It's about competence, character, integrity. And he has engaged us with a 7-point agenda. If we can just focus on some of those basic issues rather than whether he has a degree or he has a master's degree. Look, my mechanic can run this country. If INEC says it's okay, even if he failed school SAT, that's as bad as it is under the Constitution. So don't let us waste time on that.
Well, in response to that, if you have a minimum qualification for a job and then you put an advert out and then several people apply, you're actually going to grade them on their level of competence. And so right now we have a job, being president of Nigeria, several people have applied. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, Waziri Atiku Abubakar, Bola Tinubu, and Peter Obi. So we are grading them according to their qualifications. And according to their qualifications,
I listened to this man. I listened to Governor Peter Obi. And, ex-Governor Peter Obi, the plans, the ideas, this man raised the bar of leadership in Nigeria.
Peter Obi is the least qualified candidate.